everyone, and welcome back to Brink of Speed. My name is Mike, and today I'm so excited to bring you this new information about my favorite new C8 Corvette, the Z06. And before we get into that, guys, I want to talk about Corvettes at Carlisle because this year was a huge success. It was so much fun. It was so much different than last year. And I just want to go over exactly what I got to experience, show you guys some photos, and then we'll get right into the brand new 2021 C8 Z06. So this year at Corvettes at Carlisle was just unbelievable. I was humbled by how many people came up to me. It was so neat. It was so great to meet all of my fans and a lot of the Brink of Speed community out there. And, you know, just getting to talk to each and every one of you who came up to me and said that they love my channel, support my channel. I learned a lot from talking with each and every one of you. You don't know how much it meant to me for you guys to come up and, you know, give me feedback on the channel and take a picture with me like as you're seeing here. And then another amazing part about Corvettes at Carlisle was getting to see the C8 for the second time. You know, my buddy Clarence and I with Seagunner Speed 252 went out to California and we were at the reveal and we already got to see the C8 Corvette. But to see it for a second time and spend as much time with it as we wanted to, that was just on a whole new level. And then to be able to spend all of that time with all of my friends, Clarence, Justin, JT, and D. Anthony was also an amazing, amazing time. We got to know each other better than we have, obviously, in the past. And just the camaraderie there between the five of us was just amazing. And I will just, I'll remember Corvettes at Carlisle 2019 for the rest of my life. And I already can't wait till next year. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. It was so much fun. Again, I can't wait till next year, but let's go ahead and jump into the video and let's talk about how excited I am that we are already getting new information about the 2021 C8 Z06. Now, as you saw on the thumbnail, and also now you're looking at the same picture, and sticking with that exact same train of thought, by the way, how do you guys like these renders? I think they've done an excellent job. I think it looks fantastic. If the new C8 Z06 looks anything like this, I'm going to be ecstatic. They put a nice wide body on it, and then all of the aero that they've done on this car to make it look outstanding, I just think is incredible. So as you guys know, I did a video quite a while ago, I think it was back in December, about the engine analysis breakdown on the C8 .R, and talked all about, you know, the 4.2 liter twin turbo, the 5.5 liter twin turbo, the flat crank engine, and so on and so forth. And so we're getting a couple of different stories here. We're getting a Motor Trend story that says we're getting a twin turbocharged Z06 with over 800 horsepower on it. And now we're getting a Car and Driver story that states that it's not going to be twin turbocharged. It's going to be naturally aspirated, which I am a huge fan of. I've told multiple people, in fact, in Carlisle, that I would rather my car and the new Z06 be naturally aspirated, and for GM to just figure out how to put, you know, a large amount of horsepower in there without having to do forced induction. And so I'm really hoping that Car and Driver is correct. And the reason why I say that is because Car and Driver is stating that this is going to be a 5.5 liter flat plane crank engine. It's obviously going to be a V8. It's going to be high revving, which is something that all of you should know by now I want to happen. I'm a huge fan of a high revving V8. And they're stating that it's going to be in excess of 600 horsepower. Now, when we think about that for a second, it kind of is a little confusing because of the fact that right now my current C8 Z06 already has excess of 600 horsepower because it has 650 horsepower. But you know what? It would not disappoint me one little bit if they kept it right around the same horsepower, even if they only increased it maybe 20 to 30 horsepower but kept it naturally aspirated. I would like that even better than what I currently have. And I'm even going to say that if it had the same or a little less horsepower, but it was naturally aspirated and it was a high revving flat plane crank V8, I'm going to be a huge fan of that because I don't believe that people can use the kind of power that is in the current Z06 and ZR1. They just can't. And the Z06 is definitely built for the track, and I'm a track guy, so this interests me big time to have a 600 horsepower naturally aspirated high revving V8 that I can take to the track, and I can probably get more out of it than the current 650 horsepower supercharged V8. Now there's another bit of information that I wanted to go over with you, and that is that GM initially wanted this 5.5 liter to redline at 9,000 RPMs. And so really high revving, which is super exciting. However, the new 8-speed Tremec dual clutch transmission could not match up with those high revving 9,000 RPMs. And so they had to cut it back to around 84 to 8,600 RPMs, which is still incredible and high revving. But it is a little disappointing that they couldn't get it all the way to 9, which is what they had already figured out. So again, what this tells me is I truly believe what Car and Driver has said. I think that maybe Motor Trend has it wrong and Car and Driver has it right. It didn't really make any sense to me that they were going to put 150 plus more horsepower in the Z06 than they have currently right now. Now, what they went on to say, though, is that the ZR1 is the car that's going to have the twin-turbocharged 5.5 liter in it, and it will have over 800 horsepower. And then they're going to either go with an Eray or a Zora, which is going to be the car that comes out with a hybrid system. It's going to have the same 5.5 liter twin-turbo V8, but it's going to have closer to 1,000 horsepower, and it's going to be all-wheel drive. So the rumors of the ZR1 and the Zora stayed pretty true to what they were a long time ago. And so, again, I feel like Car and Driver got this correct and Motor Trend did not. So, folks, that's all I have currently for right now as far as the new Z06 goes. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this video. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed the pictures from Carlisle. And if you did, please don't hesitate to give me a big thumbs up. Those really help the channel. Also, if you have not joined this great Brink of Speed community, make sure and smash that red subscribe and the bell notification so that you're notified when my new content comes out. And with all of that being said, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you out on the road.